All right, so we're gonna take some extra turns tonight. For those of you who haven't ever seen this list before, or a similar list, I should say, this is the archetype known as taking turns. We're gonna use time warp and temporal mastery to take extra turns and eventually win the game with Jason Mind Sculptor or Teferi, and then just like prevent our opponent from ever interacting with us. We have cryptic commands and remands to interact with them. We have exhaustion as a pseudo time warp. Howling Mind helps us draw extra cards to try to find our time warps when we start going off. Searcher Ascanta does similarly the same thing. 3 paths main board to help interact, and then just cheap interaction and cheap card advantage in Opt and Serum Visions. Over the board, 3 Rest in Peace, 2 Stony Silence, 1 Timely, 2 Terminus, 2 Supreme Verdict. This splits here for the humans matchup. Plus Terminus is just good in the combination of remand, opt, serum visions, because we have a lot of way to manipulate the top of our library. Terminus is fantastic. Negate, dispels, and then ceremonious rejection to help against Tron and Affinity. So let's go join a league. I've never played this deck before. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to try to take lots of extra turns. There we go. Hi, Ryan. I missed you. Damn, that's high. Yeah, $80 for Stone Forges is a little higher. All right. So we're off to a great start because we won the die roll. Yeah, this hand's great. So we have this 1 basic plains, so we can cast our white spells and be able to fetch it off of Field of Ruin. I'm gonna lead on this path. On this plane, so I can path if I need to. And the next turn, I'm gonna play the Howling Mine. Hi, DJ. We missed you. Is that a good one to path, chat? So, is it right to... Yeah, I think we're going to play out the Howling Mine. We want to get our engine guard going. Oh, no. We just started, so... This is game 1, match 1, so... I don't think that's how that works. Unfortunately, we're gonna probably just get eaten by some scary 3-drop here. That's not a scary 3-drop I don't care about, so. This probably is a really hard matchup, right? They're super fast, we're not. Terminus, Verdicts, and a Timely in the board. I mean, we can make this work, but those were supposed to be in the other order. Exhaustion, you. This card's really good. I'm really surprised this doesn't see more play in Modern. Thank you, Goblin Guide. I'm going to look for another exhaustion here. Cryptic is not bad. It might be just a turn too late, though. I don't think I can actually afford to take this Cryptic here. These Howling Mines need to get out of my deck against Burn. Is this a kicked Bushwhacker? That's a lot, right? So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're technically not dead. We're dead to Bolt, another Goblin Grenade. Is this another Bushwhacker? I'm dead to that one. Alright, let's get these Howling Mines and these Remands out of my deck. Anything we want to change? This looks fine, right? Do I want like a negate for their Goblin Grenade? Is that too narrow? I think I'd rather have Remand there, right? Yeah, this is fine. Well, this hand's cool. It's obviously to find us another land, but then we get to do things. Man, that's still really high. What do you got for me, Goblin Guide? I don't think I want to draw this exhaustion. Hey, Carl, thanks for the bits, bud. I greatly appreciate that, bud. That's a pretty good draw. Now I kind of wish I would have taken that exhaustion. Carl, you working tonight? Oh, I guess it's late enough that you'd be off at this point, so. Thank you, Ryan, for the bit. I greatly appreciate that. What do you got for me, Goblin Guide? I didn't want to be outbid. So don't take this the wrong way, but I think you got outbid. No, not another Goblin Guide. I can barely beat one. I'm second. That's all that matters. Sure, man. Whatever helps you sleep at night. So we couldn't get a hold of Cooper. So we're just gonna play some taking turns for now. Depending on how this league goes, we might play a little bit of Naya tonight too, just because I think that deck's sweet. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, see, the weird part is like it said he was online, and then we just never heard from him. So I don't know. It is what it is. We'll reschedule for sometime this week. How dead are we? What it meant to me. Two, 4, 5, 6. So now we get to go Time Warp into Cryptic. So we're dead to Goblin Grenade. Well, that doesn't directly kill us. If you would have sacked anything else, we would have been dead. Yeah, sure, whatever. GG's, opponent. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I don't think this deck's very good. I think the idea behind it's really cool, but I do not think this deck's very good at all. I've always thought that about this deck. It looks cool on paper, and like it does some like powerful things, but I don't think this deck is good whatsoever. I like Teferi. I just want to play more Teferi decks. Is that too much to ask? This hand is not great, but I'm going to keep it. I don't think Howling Mind's in a very good spot right now in Modern. I don't even know if I agree with that, Luke. So this turn we're gonna go Field of Ruin, Search, and then we get to Temporal Mastery into Jace. But yeah, I would probably agree to that. Like, as long as your opponent isn't trying to interact with you, that's cool. But like, I don't know. I think it's fine. We'll be fine. I like the idea of this deck. It's something I've always wanted to play, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not, right? I did not get a resub alert if you sent one, Luke. You might try refreshing your page and it might show up. Good old Blightning. I don't know. Our opponent has a turn 3 Blightning. Which is great for our search Razkanta. I would not like to put that in my graveyard. I would like to reveal this. Look at my 2-mana Explorer. One day I wish to be as cool as Luke Saccone. I appreciate you, Luke. Thank you very much for upping your sub again, bud. So I just want to slam this Jace on an empty board, right? Or I can play this Exhaustion, and that's basically Time Walk. And then I can bend the card off of Search and flip. I kind of like that. So I can upkeep Field of Ruin them to guarantee my Search Razkanta to flip. Or I can just hope I have a bad card on top and I can flip. Luke, you weren't around last night for the Naya deck, were you? And then I'm going to brainstorm here. Try to find a land. And play this Howling Mine. So then next turn we get to draw a billion cards. Yeah, I agree with that. We're going to hide both of our Time Walks on top. And then we get to draw them next turn. We could get blown up by a K command here. Like, shatter your Howling Mine. That'd be really bad for me. Dreadbore your Jace. I'm really interested in what our opponent's doing. Going down, getting down. On the rhythm, going down. That's fine. That's great. Time warp. Unfortunately, this is just like the slowest, worst time warp of all time, but to be fair, yeah, well, I've been needing to go and I just haven't had a chance because of work. And then like I was going to go this afternoon and instead I stayed late at work. And then like I'll probably go tomorrow. I need to get it done. It's really starting to irritate me. Like the fact that I mess with my hair more at work than I do probably work. But Jukabog, that's so bad for us. Well, we're not doing anything. But more importantly, our opponent's not doing anything. Well, the Sulphur Springs is what's throwing me off. I don't know if they're like splashing colorless spells or if it's just because it's an uncolored pain land and they don't have overgrown tombs. I mean, blood crypts. But like they have this bloodstained mire, so they had to have blood crypts, right? Resolves. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 of our 12 taking turns effects. Please don't kill my Teferi. That's like the only thing I have going for me in life. That's a big boy. That's a very, very big boy. Eidolon, Death Shadow, Bedlam Reveler, Death Shadow. Huh. Okay. This is a really interesting deck you have, opponent. Oh, yes. I forgot I get to untap 2 lands. I'm kind of digging for a path. That one's really good. I think I'm actually going to let them... Yeah, I should probably just exhaustion them. You know what this deck really needs? I think specifically the deck we're playing really wants Swords to Plowshares too. Like, I just want all the cheap interaction. The part that's throwing me off is these Death Shadows. So I can take this Howling Mine. I don't think I need this Howling Mine. I think I just want this Jace. And then I can Jace, bounce their Bedlam Reveler, and then remand it. This is evidently enough for them to concede. I want these Rest in Pieces. Come on. Work with me, Moto. I want this Negate. I don't think I want the Sweepers. I don't think I want this Timely. Probably can afford to cut some of these ops. Maybe something like this. Like, I want the exhaustions, I want the cryptics, I want the remands, and then I want the searches and the Howling Mines as ways to, like, gain card advantage after they've taken mine away. Maybe it's just cut these Howling Mines for, like, my 1-mana cantrips. Maybe like this. I think this is fine. I'm sufficient with this. Wow, this hand is actually awful. I don't think I'm in the market for a Time Warp yet. And then, of course, the Thoughtseize bug. Good old Thoughtseize bug. Oh shit! I thought I topped those in the other order. Hmm. I'm gonna lead on this Field of Ruin because I want to leave up interaction. I know I don't have any, but my opponent doesn't know that. Please don't Blightning me. It's a Blightning, isn't it? I want this Cryptic over the Teferi. And then next turn we have Cryptic. We have Exhaustion. We have a Time Warp. Like we're set up for inevitability, I think. But like it's just getting to that point. Rest in Peace would be fantastic. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm real scared of a Bedlam Reveler coming down here shortly. They could have one this turn if they ditched double. They ditched double spell, and then have land. They could have had a Bedlam Reveler, but instead they ditched this other land. So they could flash back their looting here then. This is second Blightning. Yeah. So I kept the Cryptic over the Exhaustion there, because like Cryptic here can take care of any threat that comes down, whereas like Exhaustion just buys me a turn. And because I already know I have this blue source on top, trigger, go. I would like your 8-drops to stay 8-drops, please. Awkward. Bedlam Reveler is a real good card when it doesn't cost 8 mana. Not the best Kolaghan's command I've ever seen. This is like engineered explosives? I'm assuming we're just immediately popping this EE, right? That's not popping an EE. Phyrexian Obliterator. I will admit it. I was not expecting Phyrexian Obliterator. Kill it. I definitely should have done this during their upkeep, but I got real excited that I drew an answer to it. 100% should have done this during their upkeep. We have been running a little hot off the top of the deck here. So it's naturally only due time that we draw our bricks. Evidently, our opponent is also bricking. Man, I really want to play this, but like I feel like they just are going to kill it with a K command. Or, like that's one less K command going at my face, I guess. Like either way, K command's going to take a card from me, so. That's true. They very well could just leave it, just so like they could build up a hand. And like I'm not terrified if they have Bedlam Reveler here because I have an answer to it. So, but like they also want to get rid of this because then like I'm gaining my card advantage back too, like undoing everything they've wanted to do this game. Shatter discard. Cause that'd be real bad for me. Yep. That's a pretty good one. Resolves. I'm going to counter draw. Please don't have another Thoughtseize. Cool, you don't. Bet that they have. What's the over under on them having Dreadbore in their hand right now? This Dreadbore ain't gonna do nothing. See, I don't think you understand, Ryan. I stacked my deck, so I'm gonna remand this Dreadbore, and then I'm gonna draw a really good card here, like another remand. Path ain't bad. They didn't. They didn't dreadbore my... What? They know how dreadbore works, right? Or they know how remand works? I don't think my opponent's feeling very good. Oh, are these wastelands at this point? This is probably not the correct line whatsoever, but I love strip mining people. I love wasteland, especially when it doesn't cost me a land. All right, it resolves. I'm not happy about it though. Hi, Bub.
Guess what?
You didn't get fired today?
And guess what?
What?
Kyle said hi to her.
You what?
Kyle said hi to me.
Proud of you?
Not you.
Do I want to fire off these time warps?
Yes.
I think the correct answer is no.
You do.
Like, it just says draw a card. It says untap your lands, draw a card. That doesn't seem very good, right?
No. Don't do it.
I didn't. I'm going to draw another time warp, and then I might consider doing it.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it.
Way to ruin the big climax.
What?
Way to ruin the big climax. Way to ruin the big climax. The plot twist. How many do you have watching?
3. It's Carl and Ryan's in chat, and Dewey was. I think Dewey left. And I know Luke was, but I think Luke left.
How many have you had, like, at most, at one time?
Like, ever?
No, at one time tonight.
Oh, like 6.
Oh. You're a loser.
You're a loser. It's more than you've had.
Yeah, I also haven't started.
Trigger my rest in peace. I want your 8 drops to stay 8 drops again. I'm holding these time warps because, like, Explore does not seem very good. 5-mana Explore, untap your lands doesn't seem very good. Oh, hey, Z-Lax. How are we doing tonight, bud? Immediately punished for not time warping. Oh, is that Quinn? Okay. I didn't realize that was Quinn. I like Quinn. He's good people. Please don't thought seize me again. Second engineered explosives. I feel like my scribe bug is... Opponent's really good at sitting there watching me. Why didn't they pop the EE? I don't understand that. What? What is going on that side of the table? Do they have a Death Shadow here? Because Painlands plus Death Shadow is really cute. This feels like a Death Shadow. Or two. Alright, now I might Time Warp. Time Warp, target me. I would like to untap my lands and have a search trigger. I'll bin that one. So, we're going to hope our opponent doesn't have Temur Battle Rage. So then I can exhaustion them. It's cold down here. Don't Inquisition me. Sit over there and do your thing and leave my cards alone. No, stop that, opponent. I was going to exhaustion you. Alright, we're dead. Alright, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick and watch, yeah. Hello. Chat, how'd sideboarding go? Did we sideboard correctly? Yep, I don't think there's anything here I want to change. I'll keep this. They have Thoughtseize, like we have two cards that they care about. know what this is. And I don't know who made it. But it's good. Rigger. I would agree. Or they don't play Basic Mountain so far. So, like, maybe they just had to fetch a red source. I know this is really aggressive. But, like, they haven't shown us a Basic Mountain. And, like, I'm kind of tired of drawing lands. And here I'm going to go ahead and Time Warp because, like, Explore here is kind of good. Was that a good one, chat? Is it too aggressive to Fate Seal my opponent to try to keep them off lands? No, I'm just going to Brainstorm. And, like, if they have a Dreadbore here, if they have a Dreadbore, it gets remanded. I'm fine with them taking this. Yeah, they drew the red source is what I'm saying. And then here I'm going to go ahead and start Fate Sealing. Yes, I would love to bottom that. And we have a Time Walk on top. Target me. And here I'm just thinning because I'm tired of drawing lands. I kind of want to brainstorm here. I know this gives them extra draws toward their red source, but I'm fine with that. I have a field of ruin to take care of it, though. And we know we bought them 2 lands, so... Oh, the good old double red 8-drop. Yep, we'll bottom that one. I'm going to hold it. Like, so my thought process there is like, well, I can run out of this rest in peace, but then, like, I get blown out by engineered explosives as they have it. Whereas if I hold it, I get blown. I don't get blown out, but, like, it's less good for me if they have discard spell. It's cute that they think they're going to keep this Blood Crypt around. Resolves. Sadness resolves. You have a 1/1 opponent. So they have 2.5 minutes to beat us. I would love to draw those. And now I'm going to Time Warp. And now I'm going to Exhaustion you. Did they have 3 or 4 last game? It was 3, right? And here I get to pass and have this Cryptic up. Oh no, not a red source. Opponent's taking a lot of time here. They need a real fast clock, and they don't have one. Yeah, I love the fact that we've taken way more turns than they have. Yet we're up on clock. I will take my 3. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to untap and draw. Well, that's a good draw. Well, that's also a good draw. Who knew that Planeswalkers were really good? I did, chat. I knew they were really good. I'm going to untap these. Go. Yeah, see, I think this is a deck that does really well on Moto specifically, if you know what you're doing. Because, like, I don't know how we're gonna win this game. Like, if we were actually in like a tournament setting, I don't know how we're winning. And like, if our opponent made us sit it and play it out, I don't know how we're gonna win. We don't actually have a clock in our deck minus these chases. so we get to draw 2, and then we get the brainstorm. And then we get to draw off to Fury. Yeah, we're modern staple, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Why did you unban it, Watsy? It's clearly too good for the format. Unban Mental Misstep. When both of you go to bed, actually don't leave me, I miss you. This is me and my 6 copies. So Carl, this might come as a surprise to you, but I don't think you can play 6 copies of Mental Misstep. It really, really is not. I don't know how much vintage you've watched. Why? But you need to play 4. But well, we're probably really dead. Ryan, you should buy me some twins. Also, how did the Stoneforge Mystic hunt go? This can't be a good matchup for us, right? Like, this is a 0% chance of this being a good matchup. So this is going to fetch basic plains, and then we have island for Prairie Stream. What? I was not ready for Squee. I'm just throwing that out there. There you go. It's gonna take over. That's definitely one I was not ready for, so. I would not like to reveal this temporal mastery. Here we go again. How systems go. You know where we'll go. Chat, you all are ridiculous. I have no idea what Ward is playing. Is it the legendary affinity list? Is it the Mox Amber affinity list? Sure. I'm off it. That sounds awful. I'm just throwing that out there. That sounds awful. That actually just sounds awful. And then I'm assuming it has like, you know, like Ravager and like Hat. Dude, whatever. And then like all the 0 mana artifacts to turn on your opals. I mean, I'm sure, but like that deck sounds like a pile. I would love to draw this island. RK, thank you for the follow, bud. I greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I had a terrible time with Hollow One against it. I mean, he just drew like the good half of his deck, right? So we really need to draw a land, and then like we get the Time Warp into Time Warp into Temporal Mastery. Oh, I forgot I had beer down here. Chad, I'm sad. As yes, I do. I do have beer down here. Yeah, I do. What did they get for the board? Because like that was my big problem with it. It's just like I have no idea what to board it with it. This is sweet. I think I'm supposed to go ahead and Time Warp here, too. Like, now I get to flip Azcanta. Alright, let me... Oh my lord, that's beautiful. I'm sorry, what? Because you can summon respect for Dryad Arbor, put Dryad Arbor into play, Prismatic Omen, and then cast Scape Shift, and that's lethal? Oh, wait, we already have an Omen in play. Yeah, just summon respect for Dryad Arbor, Scape Shift, right? That should be lethal? I'm gonna take this exhaustion. Wargated for Warship, and Boggles can't beat that. That's adorable. That's actually adorable. Do you have that list around so that you can show everyone else? Like it's really really cool. I don't know how to do the thing. Yeah, go look at this list. It is real cool. Miracle. Nope, you can have a land. Exhausting you. I think I'm going to start with looking with Azcanta. And now I get to play land. Temporal Mastery. Yep, we can leave that there still. I guess I should Fate Seal myself since I know what their top card is. Bottom both of those. We can scry. We can put that on the bottom. Take this Time Warp. Yeah, we had to Time Warp. I actually don't have Mana Traders. But, like, I've debated getting it, but, like, I rather own stuff. Hey, thank you for the host. I greatly appreciate that. I think I want the Serum Visions. So, thank you everybody for coming by. My name is Carter Noble. I'm a Twitch affiliate here. Currently we're playing against Hollow One. We're playing some blue white, taking turns. I don't know what I'm doing, if you want me to be honest. Let's draw a card. Let's scry. We can put that Teferi on the bottom. Sorry if I'm not interacting with chat as much as you all would like. I don't know what I'm doing, and I kind of want to make sure I don't time out. Yeah, like exactly. Like we're not dead. We knew they just drew a Bloodstained Mire for their turn, and then like they drew 2 extra cards off these Howling Mines. But like we got to take a billion we got to take a billion turns. So like I'm happy with that. I got to do what the deck was meant to do. Exhaustion is a hell of a card. And like if they have anything here, I get the Cryptic or remand it. I have this path. Like we have the tools to win this game. We have this Jace on 13. So like regardless of what they do here, I get to exhaustion them again. And like we're just going to drain them out of this game. Yeah, I don't really care. You can have some street race. So I don't think I actually have time to be able to. This is going to be counter tap all your creatures. Because then I get to exhaustion. That's not right. I get to exhaustion their stuff again. And like we're not going to deck ourselves because we have the Furies to loop themselves. Oh shit, we might actually deck ourselves. I needed a Teferi to get rid of my my Howling Mines. I'm going to Jace ult you. I'm going to pick up my Howling Mine. I haven't done the math, but I think we... Like, they draw 2, we draw 2. Yeah, they have less cards in deck than we do, so they should deck first. Yeah. So I'm actually going to play out these Howling Mines this turn. Because they die in 2. So they're going to draw 4 cards this turn. And like, again, we can just Cryptic down their board. Yeah, this is sweet. This is real sweet. Yeah, this game's locked up. They deck on their next turn, and we're not going to. So cool. So this is the first win we've actually had with doing, you know, hollow one thing. I mean, doing taking turn things. Your trigger can resolve. It's adorable that you think you're gonna get to attack. Return target permanents to his owner's hand. Tap all creatures your opponents control. We're gonna bounce this one. resolves. No difference, and I'll say. Have anything cool in their deck? Nothing really. The one squeed that was running around is about as cool as they got. I definitely want these rest in pieces. I want these wraths. You can probably talk me into negate for like brutality and such. Do I want the timely? That's the big question. I think the answer is no. Yeah, I got my beer open. It was being stupid and wouldn't come open. So I'm bringing in 8 cards. That's a lot of cards. Well, I definitely want the rest in pieces as it shuts down like their delve threats, and then like I just want the generic sweepers as well. So like the only card I think that is questionable is the negate, and that's just to like hedge against like their brutalities and such. I'm not saying that's correct, but Myers MK, thank you for that follow. I greatly appreciate that. Exhaustion's insane. Remand is medium. Joey Jojo Shabadoo Jr. I missed your follow, but I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think Remand's pretty medium. I think you could talk me into cutting some of these Howling Mines. And I probably want Serum Visions over another Howling Mine. And I probably... Yeah, this looks fine. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. I thought you were saying, like, in general, me bringing in 8 cards is a lot, and I think this is fine. I think, like, the Howling Mine and the Ops are, like, the first thing to cut, and then, like, Remand's good against exactly the Delve threats, but so is Rest in Peace. And Rest in Peace also helps mitigate against, like, Bloodghast and Phoenix as well, whereas Remand doesn't really do much there, so I think I'm fine with that exchange. And then the Opt is, like, probably the next worst card in our deck. My beer is not cold. I have a cup of ice sitting over here on my desk, and now I have a beer in it. All right, Ryan, you have a good night, bud. Thanks for coming by. I greatly appreciate it. So, have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure. Stargazer. All right, so yeah, we're hanging out, playing some modern. After this, depending on how much longer this league goes, I have this sweet Naya deck that I played through a league last night. And I want to make a couple minor adjustments to it. I want another Wrath on the board, and I don't know if I want K return or what I want instead, but probably play it through another league depending on how the evening goes. We ran a little cold last night, so I don't mind running it again. But I mean, hey, I will play what you all want me to play. So you tell me. I am open for suggestions, chat. Alright, I can't do that. I was trying to get my beer cold, and it wasn't working. Yeah, like it has a bunch of cool cards. So it has like the ramp package from Ponza to ramp into Tireless Tracker or Bloodbraid or Nahiri, and then just like Nahiri gets Emrakul. It's super cool. I'm a big fan of it. It needs a little bit of work, and I'm not sure what it needs, but it's definitely really cool. Opponent, can we play Magic tonight? So I mean, I guess while we're sitting here, I can talk about what I do. My name is Carter Noble. For those who don't know me, I'm a part-time Twitch affiliate. Everything I play on stream gets uploaded to my YouTube channel. You can find that at youtube.com. I actually don't know my website off the top of my head. You can, if you just search for Carter Noble, I should be the first one that comes up. So I have content on there as well. You can find me on Twitter at Carter Noble 25. You can also find me on Facebook under Carter Noble. By all means, add me on social media. It's my easiest way to keep track of when I stream, because my schedule is really inconsistent because I don't know what I work every week. So I try to do maybe 10 to 20 hours of streaming every week. So just always look out for my Twitter, and that's the best place to find where I'm going to stream. So I'm open to play basically anything. I play a lot of Modern. I've played Standard in the past. Really enjoy the Standard format right now. Yeah, I'll play anything. I have a weekly Commander League with a couple buddies. I don't know if any of them are still in chat tonight. Ryan just left, I know for sure. But XDeath 420, thank you for that follow, bud. I greatly appreciate that. If you like what you see, you can do exactly what XDeath did there and hit that follow button. It's absolutely free to do. Helps people find my content, and it helps you find when I go live and with what as well. If you really like what you see and would like to help me build the stream, you can also subscribe. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month and go up from there. If you're one of the many people in the world with Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime for free as well, and that helps. You can donate to one of your favorite streamers once a month and get a subscription from them for free as well. So, yeah, I think that basically covers everything. If you have any questions, by all means, you can always message me on Twitter. You can message me on Discord as well. I don't know why our deck's really sweet, and I want our opponent to see more of it. That's all I want. I'm still stuck on Joey Jojo Shabadoo Jr. That is quite the name. So yeah. So I don't know when we're going to this week, but this week for Commander League, for anyone who's interested, I built this really sweet Kiki Jiki deck. So the way our Commander League works is we have a $20 budget each week. And that's not cumulative, so like every deck that we play on stream is $20 or less. I know Ryan last week played, I think, like a $9 Atraxa deck, and it was super cool. We have a point system, and it's a lot like the Commander Versus series on from Star City. So if you follow them and you like their content, it's kind of like if you took that and Commander Clash from MTG Goldfish, and like we have influences from everything. So we play a lot of cool different things. I'm always down. I'm always down for suggestions of what to play. We started Commander League last week. That video's up on YouTube. There's actually a couple videos up on YouTube from last week. One of them we broke Moto. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but Cooper was playing Kalia, and Kalia put in a Steel Hellkite, and then the game replayed itself twice. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how to explain it, but that video's up on YouTube if you like stupid dumb things of seeing Moto break, which is pretty common. Then by all means that's on YouTube as well. I'm currently winning in Commander League. I have a total of 4 points, I think, from last week for placing first with my sweet 5-color Maze's End deck. This deck is a pile, and I'm really glad I got to win through Maze's End, because that was the primary win condition when I built the deck, is I went into Maze's End people. And then I realized that Primal Surge was also a card. So then, like, we just did stupid fun things, and I got to slowly grind out my opponents with Maze's End. So it was really, really cool. It's up on YouTube. I have a couple leagues with elves. The Green Black list from GP Hartford. I don't think I have Storm online, and it's actually like one of my favorite decks in Modern. I've played this deck a lot for quite a while at this point. I know there's Ponza. This league's going to go up as soon as our opponent comes back and lets us play some more Magic. A couple different leagues with blue-white. I don't think I have any standard on YouTube right now. That might be something I had to work on. Just like brew, play some more standard. I have one Brawl deck on YouTube, and it was before the banning of Brawl. So we'll need to revisit the format because it is super cool. Is this the Breaking Moto video, or is this the Commander League video? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. It's long because like it's a game of Commander, but it is definitely worth watching because I think it's hilarious. Did our opponent actually DC or? Yeah, opponent DC'd, I guess. Because it doesn't ever show them joining the game. Oh, thank you, Carl. Yeah, I don't know exactly when it happened or anything like that, but cool. Man, our hand was great too. It really wasn't, but we could have played. So we're 2-1 with taking turns. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna take a lot of extra turns, hopefully. So. So evidently there was, I guess there was a joke about Skyrim playing on Alexa, and evidently it's now on Amazon. Obviously it's a joke, but man, is that funny. This hand needs a little bit of work, but we have this exhaustion. Hopefully can curve into Jace. Is this Hollow One again? Yeah, I feel like this matchup, if it's Hollow One, yeah, this is not a very good matchup for us, right? Cool, we're dead. Imagine if it happened in paper. So I don't know if you know this, but that wouldn't happen in paper because paper you have control over everything and don't have moto bugs because moto is moto. it was definitely really cool to watch it as it happened. So I'm not gonna fetch here because I want to draw lands. If this is like a brutality, okay. I'm gonna say if it's a brutality, I'm probably just gonna concede because like we're already pretty dead. So we're not out of the woods, but we definitely have plays. Yeah, if you don't mind, like I'm all for links in chat. So I think this deck is real cool. I kind of want to concede to that. Yeah, we'll give him a turn. What's the worst that can happen? I feel really dead. So they have a second Bloodghast in the yard. We're probably really dead. It's going to take some really good draws to get out of this one. Like this puts us to 10. And then have two Bloodghast attack down to 6. It helps with Wargate, so you can just hardcast Titan on 3. I asked the same thing, Carl. Yeah, we'll go ahead and scoop it up. Yeah, I actually asked the exact same question, Carl, so. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Alright, so now we actually get to try out this sideboard plan. I mean, we have turn 2, rest in peace. Hopefully can draw into some lands for these Wraths. Is it Skyshroud Ranger? Is that the card we're talking about here? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Trigger. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I really like the addition of Vesuva. Yeah, Vesuva's real cute. Man, we're really dead. I'm real glad my opponent helped. So I can Field of Ruin them, get a white source. But I really need to get an island off of this Field of Ruin, so I think I'm just gonna pass here. No, this time I meant to Fury, but we just happened to draw both of our Jaces. Yeah, we just happened to draw two Jaces this game, which is fine. Yeah, I think like that's something people are skimping on in sideboards currently is like just graveyard hate. Like this deck's a real thing. This is a combo in case you've never seen it. The Searcher Azcanta Rest in Peace combo. It's really, really good. I don't think I want this Time Warp currently. Imprisoned within the Moon is real sweet. Is that how that works? Because if so, that's real sweet. Sure. Resolves. That's real cute. I would love to leave this basic island on top of my library. Draw me something good, Jace. That's real cute. I'm a big fan of that. You should do that. Opponent's kind of flooding. I'm assuming, yep, Jace down. A tapped Karn Planeswalker land. That's real sweet. Does it stay a land? That's how that works, right? Please kill my Jace. Please ignore me and just kill my Jace. But it has no mana ability. It's just a land. That's real weird. That's real weird. I know Moto would make it look cool, but I'm trying to imagine this in paper. Just having a Vesuva with 7 dice on it. I'm just going to pass here. We have double Cryptic, so, like, we can... So, in step, we can Cryptic, bounce the Blood Moon, draw a card. And then we can Field of Ruin to go get our basic planes, and we have mana for Teferi. Okay. Back in my day, we could just play. You could just use your lands to kill your planeswalkers that are also lands. That that doesn't make, that makes perfect sense if you don't think about it. Yeah, because we can 2 and then yeah. The problem is like Teferi's not going to deal with these Flame Blade Adepts. Man, they've seen a lot of cards this game. No, we would have to draw a land to be able to cast Teferi, don't we? This might just be tap your team, draw a card this turn. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. I'm probably just going to tap draw. Inside of combat, tap all creatures your opponents control, draw a card. One, two, three, four, five. So yeah, I can Serum Visions and then Time Warp. I would love to reveal this. Kelvin Chu. How do I know that name? The name sounds really familiar. Oh, okay. Cryptic Command, the real MVP. Five mana. I would love to draw this basic planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to just Time Warp here. You're probably correct. I would love to reveal this Terminus. Are those good draws, chat? Because I feel like those were good draws. Your Terminus is gonna prevent them from decking. You're not wrong. Oh, the good old 7-mana 5/5. Big Gillette, thank you for that follow. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, let's get rid of this. And then I'm just gonna pass here. Man, sometimes I wish I had Spreading Seas. Oh, all three of our pass are in our XL. If I get punished for having to untap their lands, I'm gonna feel real bad. Of course. Alright. This is fine, because now I get to exhaustion them again. Like, I'm gonna take 5, but then I get to exhaustion them. And hopefully they play something else. Yeah, big fish. Yep, our win condition is actually just decking them. So we have 2 Hallowing Mines in our deck. Yeah, Pauper's really fun, but damn do those games take forever. Not my Teferi. How am I supposed to protect it if you kill it? Worst part is we might deck ourselves. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this game because we're gonna deck ourselves. Let's see. We have 1, 2. So yeah, we have a Teferi left. Nope, all 3 of them are in the graveyard. Yeah, we have 0 ways of winning this game now. So they don't get to untap here. That's exactly what I need him to do, is draw more cards. Yes. That was really bad for us. No. That was my plan, was to time warp them. But now if I do it, I die because I don't have my exhaustion. So we're going to go out the only way I know how and draw more cards. We're going out the only way I know how, by drawing more cards. Which is a real shame, because I felt our sideboard plan was really solid in that game. But, like, we lost game 1 very, very quickly because they're good draws. And then game 2, like, we just gave them infinite amount of time to set up. Man, this hand's awful. This hand's just awful. I can't keep that. This hand is much better. I really like this list. But I feel like this list is very unoptimized. So, like, if someone actually has an optimized taking turns list, I would be all for seeing it. No, I close tomorrow, so I'm not going to be on tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming by. Cavern of Souls on human. That's really unfortunate as we're holding a remand. Definitely going to be Wednesday or Thursday, I think, this week, Carl. So I'll see you around, bud. I'm sure I'll talk to you tomorrow at some point. I would love to draw basic planes. Yep, that's fine. We're really dead, but that's fine. Yep, you have a Mantis Rider. I know this doesn't get rid of it, but I really want to draw a card. And because they have Devil Cavern, it's never going to actually do anything. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. I feel like this matchup's pretty unwinnable. So there's that. Yeah, Teferi was something I just wanted to do, so I'm not sure that it's actually good. Commandeer. That's spicy. I also like the change of Howling Mind to Dictate, just because Dictate's a lot harder for it to be interacted with. Yeah, easy mulligan. This hand's great. I think I just want action spells. I agree. Part the Water Veil is really good. I agree. Like if we had a part, it would have been a lot different. I would love the Supreme Verdict. I'm gonna go ahead and Howling Mine here because I want to be able to hit my land drops. And like we already have path for this champion at some point. I think not playing Part the Water Veil is probably the biggest mistake in my list right now. I also don't think Teferi really needs to be played in this list, if you want me to be honest. So I can path the Thalia and then Serum Visions. That seems fine. They play what? One basic? So now my Field of Ruins are active. Bye, Verdict. I didn't want to cast that next turn anyway. I'm all out of angst. Yeah, Clacker, that's really, I think the best way to explain it. Like, I'm not using it as like Jeskai is to help like stabilize. I'm using it as a win condition, and that's not what it needs to be done right now. That's really bad for us. Prairie Stream, where are you? Exhausting you. Is this another champion? That's real good. This is just Hierarch. Okay. That's less good, but whatever. Man, I love this promo art. This art is so pretty. So they're in step. I'm going to path this freebooter, and then I can Verdict next turn. 6, 7, 8. So they need to play 5, 6, 7. So they have to have 3 dudes here to kill me, which like is likely, like is possible. I mean. Oh yeah, I forgot Mantis Rider is also a card. Oh my lord, I can't even do this. Yeah, we're just dead, right? Like I can't path the thing because then they just get to take it. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. Conclusion on taking turns. This deck's slow and clunky. I think it's the simplest way to put it. I don't think this deck needs to Fury. I want these Howling Mines to be dictates. I wouldn't mind Snapcasters in this list either. I think Snapcaster like fights for the same spot Remand does. I think this looks way better. I think this looks way, way better. So I'd be interested in playing this again in the future. I think like this is a deck I've always enjoyed, but I've never thought was good. And since we're here to have fun, yes and no. Like it's been a card that I've actually been impressed with a lot in Modern. I don't. What would you want instead? Because I debated on playing like Colonnades, but like I don't want tap lands when I'm going off, and like okay, I need exactly a land here to be able to like continue going off, and then I draw this tap land. And like sometimes you just need to like Toronto. Like, I agree. I think Ink Moth is much better, but I don't own Ink Moth online. That's like the big reason. And Colonnade also blocks way better, in my opinion. Let's see. So that list you sent me plays 0 man lands. It also plays 2 Gemstone Caverns and a Miko Koro. I agree. I definitely agree. This list plays Temples. I don't know. This is just something I'll have to look at. This is definitely a deck I like, so. One Search, one Howling Mine for. This list is on 11 time walks. We're on 9. But like I think you had to count exhaustion as a time walk in a way as well. I think I don't like the Asphodel decks, if you want me to be honest. Like the Asphodel decks also let you play Ancestral Vision. I don't know. I think it's fine. I don't think that's where I want to be though. And it's 2 a.m. I think I'm going to go ahead and call tonight, everybody. Who is online? Who are we going to go host? Who are we going to go raid? All right, Pie's online. We're gonna go raid Pie. So, thank you everybody for coming by. Once again, my name is Carter Noble. If you liked what you see tonight, absolutely hit that follow button. It helps people find my content. It's free to do. Gives you information. So, thank you everybody for coming by. Have a fantastic evening. Peace.